Welcome back, everyone. I'm excited about this week's topic because it's one that hits home for so many veterinary practice owners. I hear this almost every day. We're paying for all this software, but it feels like it creates more work instead of saving us time. And I get it. You've got your practice management system, QuickBooks, payroll, scheduling tools, maybe even a communications platform. But most clinics only use the surface level features. It's like buying a truck with all the bells and whistles, but never learning how to turn on the heated seats or trailer mode. Today, I want to uncover 5 hidden software features that, when you actually use them, can completely transform your workflow. These aren't things you need to buy separately. They're already there, sitting inside the tools that you're already paying for. And when you start using them, you can cut down on wasted time, reduce staff burnout, and make decisions with more confidence. I am trying to do 2 things at once, and I fail at it every time, but hang on, bear with me. I am Cassie Sykes. I'm an enrolled agent and the founder of Greener Pastures Income Tax. For more than 2 decades, I've guided business owners, especially veterinarians, through the maze of finances and taxes, helping them see their numbers clearly and make confident decisions. As an EA, I'm federally licensed by the U.S. Department of Treasury. I can represent taxpayers in every state. Whether it's a simple filing, a complicated audit, or long-term planning, my role is to untangle the messy, simplify the complex, and build a financial plan you can actually use without drowning in tax code. I live in East Texas with my husband and our 2 teenagers, and I can tell you, juggling IRS rules is sometimes easier than juggling teen schedules. I've learned that with clarity, consistency, and a bit of humor, both can become manageable. With that said, let's get started on today's topic. Stay with me until the end, and you'll walk away with practical steps you can put into action right away. So the first hidden feature is your automated inventory tracking. So inventory is one of the biggest headaches in a veterinary practice. If I asked your team right now how much of a certain medication you have in stock, would they know? Or would they have to run to the back and dig through shelves? Most practice management systems have a built-in inventory tracking feature, but many clinics never turn it on because it feels intimidating at first. Here's why it matters. Inventory is cash sitting on your shelves. If you overorder, that's money tied up in bottles collecting dust. If you underorder, you risk running out of essentials and scrambling last minute. Automated tracking not only gives you a live count of what's on hand, but it also links to vendor orders so you can set reorder points and get alerts before you run out. One of my clients recently cut their monthly ordering time from 3 hours to just 30 minutes because they stopped manually counting everything and let the system do the heavy lifting. That's 3 hours back in their week every single month and less stress on their staff. The second one is reoccurring invoices and payment plans. So payment stress is real, both for the clinic and for the clients. I see so many practices that manually chase down payments or let balances linger for weeks. But here's the thing. QuickBooks Online, Payrock, and even some PMS systems already have reoccurring billing options and payment plan features built in. Instead of sending out one-off invoices, you can set up a monthly draft that runs automatically. This works beautifully for wellness plans, chronic care patients, or even large procedures where clients need time to pay. When you automate it, you reduce your accounts receivable and make care more accessible. Another practice that I worked with increased their wellness plan enrollment by 25% just by offering automated monthly billing instead of one big upfront payment. Clients loved the flexibility, and the clinic benefited from predictable monthly revenue. It's not about giving discounts, it's about making payment frictionless. Excuse me. The third hidden feature is built-in communication logs. How many times have you heard a client say, "No one ever called me," or "I didn't get that reminder"? If your staff is relying on sticky notes, personal cell phones, or memory, you're setting yourself up for miscommunication. Most PMS systems actually have a communication log feature built in that records every phone call, text, or email reminder sent to a client. When you use this feature consistently, you create accountability and a paper trail. So if a client disputes something, you can pull up the record and show them the reminder that was sent. Internally, it keeps your team aligned. If one receptionist leaves for the day, the next person can see exactly what conversations happened and pick up where they left off. This doesn't just protect you legally, it also improves client trust. They see your clinic as professional and organized. Hang on, sorry, this is not updating. They see your clinic as professional and organized, and that goes a long way towards retention. The fourth hidden feature is real-time financial dashboards. So many owners are running their practice blind because they only see numbers once a year at tax time. That's like driving down the highway and only checking the rearview mirror, only seeing where you've been. So the truth is, QuickBooks Online and other accounting platforms have customizable dashboards that can update daily or that do update daily. You can track your cash on hand, your receivables, your payroll costs, and even profitability categories without waiting for your accountant. I had a client who wanted to know if they could afford to hire another tech. By looking at their real-time dashboard, we could see their payroll as a percentage of revenue and quickly determine that yes, they could hire. Without that dashboard, they might have put off the decision for months, or worse, hired blindly and ended up cash strapped. When you get in the habit of checking a dashboard consistently, you stop guessing and start leading your business with confidence. That's how you move from reactive to proactive. The fifth hidden feature is automation and workflows. So workflows are important. Every practice has repeatable steps, onboarding a new client, scheduling a surgery, or even closing out end-of-day procedures. Most software platforms, whether it's your PMS, Google Workspace, or even task managers like Asana, allow you to create automated workflows. That means you can set up a trigger. Trigger would be when a new client is entered, when the system automatically, when a new client is entered. When that happens, the system would automatically generate a checklist for your staff, send the welcome email, add them to reminders, set up their payment methods, schedule the follow-up. Nothing gets forgotten and no one has to reinvent the wheel. I've seen lots of practices cut down on onboarding errors by half simply because they built one consistent workflow into their system. And the beauty is, once it's set up, it runs automatically. You just follow the steps. That consistency creates better client experiences and reduces staff overwhelm. So these 5 features that we went over, inventory tracking, recurring billing, communication logs, dashboards, and workflows, they're not flashy, but they are powerful. So most practices already have access to them. It's not about buying more software. It's about unlocking what you already own and putting it to work. When you start using these features, you'll see smoother operations, happier staff, and clearer financial visibility. That's how you transform your practice from surviving day-to-day chaos to running like a well-oiled machine. If this training resonated with you, I'd love to show you which of these features makes the most sense for your practice right now. That's exactly what I can do in a profit and cash flow analysis session. We dig into your numbers, your systems, and your goals, and I'll show you what to focus on first for the biggest impact. You can grab a free spot or a spot on my calendar for a free call at the link in the slides. I'll also put them down in the notes. Before you go, I want to share an incredible resource designed to elevate your veterinary practice's financial success. I've put together a free ebook just for you. It's called 7 Financial Strategies. Inside, you'll discover practical steps to increase profitability, improve cash flow, and make smarter financial decisions for your practice. You can grab your free copy in the comments. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you found this helpful, like this video, share it with other veterinarians. If this is something you want to implement in your own practice, don't forget to book your free call. I'll get you the training you need to help you do it right. See you next Wednesday for our next live training. I hope you have a great rest of your week.